So we chose this picture because we were interested in knowing what this woman, her name's Hilda's, life was like growing up deaf while having children and trying to survive during the Holocaust time period. She tried to get her family a better life also by immigrating to another country.
This is Hilda as a child at one of the 7 deaf schools that were created during the time of the war in Austria. These children learned sign language. Hilda was a single mother of 3 deaf children. Children were Lily, Nellie, and Joseph. When Hilda was forced into the Holocaust, her and her first daughter Nellie were separated from Richard, Hilda's husband, and Joseph, Nellie's brother, and were treated very brutally. They were taken from their homes and put into concentration camps. Scared and alone, Hilda and Nellie tried to fight for their lives. Once Hilda and Richard's youngest daughter Lily was born, and after many complications in their marriage, Hilda and Richard decided to get a divorce. Once Hilda and her husband were trying to finalize their divorce, Jews were prohibited from divorcing. After realizing she couldn't get a divorce, Hilda decided to take her children and escape to the U.S. Hilda's brother, Emil, moved to the United States. Hilda decided to move herself and her daughters to the U.S. to provide them with a better life. Hilda lied to the marshals, telling them that herself and her children were going to Europe when they were actually going to the U.S. Joseph decided to stay with his father in Austria. When passing through Ellis Island to get to New York, Nellie and Lily lived in luxury. New York provided Nellie and Lily a better education. Considering Nellie and Lily were deaf, they married wealthy deaf men to suit their needs. Nellie and Lily had their own children. The children were either deaf or hearing. Lily is still living, devoting herself to the deaf community about Nazi persecution during the Holocaust.